So a lot of people ask us, Nick, can I do my own cleaning? Absolutely, you can do your own cleaning. It's simple, it's just not easy. What's up, everyone? We're on site. This is not a pond we built, but it's someone called us and asked if we do cleanings and maintenance and things like that. We said absolutely. We'd love to come see it, and man, these are cool. They were definitely built using probably 15 to 20 years ago, because you can tell by the components, and it is fantastic. There's so much to see here. So we're gonna show you. We do take over ponds. We help you turn them around. We make them enjoyable for you again, and we kind of give you advice on what is missing out of the 5-part recipe. Once we look at it and see it in person, then we can 9 times out of 10 at least help you turn it around. A lot of times our clients decide, hey, now's a good time to think about reinvesting in this and starting over, or switching over to a pondless waterfall, which a lot of our clients do. Make sure to check out project number 20 from last year. That is someone who had a pond and decided to go to a pondless. Project number 3 from 2019 is also someone who decided to go from a pond to a pondless. So it can be big, it can be small, doesn't matter to us at all. Give us a call. We'll help you fix your water feature. Pond King Water Garden, living works of art, 1 yard at a time. Dave, welcome back.
Back in the swing of things, you know?
Stress mitigator, gonna mitigate some stress this year?
That's the goal.
You haven't let us down yet.
That's also the goal.
I like your goals. All right, we're just gonna get busy cleaning. We always like to do is we flush out everything. Dave's gonna get the water to flow through everything, get the dirt out, because once you pressure wash it, there's still a bunch of mud still hiding underneath that gravel. So we like to get as much of that flushed out as we can and really get those organics out of here. And there are leaves in there. So that's a lot of things. Like, people like to hire us. They like to call us in because we take out all the stinky leaves that were sitting in there all winter, that decomposing, really smelling gross. We like to joke how everything we taste for the next 3 weeks is gonna taste like a pond, because that's what we're gonna be doing for the next 2-3 weeks, is just cleaning ponds. So this is a ecosystem pond that we did not build. We took it over, and we still are going to get it up and cleaned and getting him happy and it running the way it's supposed to. So we've got this pond clean. We got tons of leaves taken out. Those piles over there are just all from in here. The water's nice and clean. We did our flush, and there's a balance between when you can kind of get as much out as you can, and then it just diminishing returns. So that's usually how you'll see us leave a pond. Nice and clean. The water is just a little discolored. All the leaves are taken care of, and now we start cleaning up and making sure it looks like we weren't here except for a clean pond. Hey, we're here in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, about to get ready on cleaning a pond that's about 20 years old. Pond that was built using our older techniques. So we get to make it beautiful, get it up and running, and make it so hopefully it's easy to take care of. So that's how quick it is to drain a 8x11 pond. And now we're gonna show you how quickly we can pressure wash and clean up your pond, because the two of us have over 20 years of experience cleaning ponds now. So a lot of people ask us, Nick, can I do my own cleaning? Absolutely, you can do your own cleaning. You're gonna need a pressure washer, a new garden hose. You're gonna want these waterproof boots we are wearing, a drain pump, drain hose. You're gonna want a soft rake. You're gonna want a shovel with you. You're gonna want nets. You're gonna want some totes for catching your fish. And you're gonna want to have an extension cord as well. We also like to keep aerators around. So if we do have a lot of larger fish, if you have a lot of larger fish, you're gonna want a lot of totes for those, and you're gonna want to aerate them throughout the whole process. Yes, you can do it. It's simple. It's just not easy. I didn't mention that. You definitely want some garbage bags because you're gonna be pulling out a lot of debris.
Clean up. Everybody do your part. Yeah.
We're here at a pond we built back in '09. This has been taken care of expertly every spring by us, and that's why it's really lasting a long time. Just a normal spring cleaning, put the pump in, drain out the water, pressure wash all the stone, pull out all the leaves, and flush out the system, fill it back up, hook up the pump, leave it for them to plug in, and it'll be ready to roll for a whole nother season. Awesome.
La Tortuga.
Is that the wizard?
It's the turtle.
That's the only...
Another nickname I have. From when I fell asleep on the beach with my buddy LJ. He lives in Cozumel. He gave me that name. La Tortuga.
Example of the D-axis. That's all the leaves and debris, but it's a bummer because it's dripping on Justin, so he's running.
I actually like it.
He actually likes... I think he's lying. Osito. All right, everyone, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you for following us. We are grateful for our career, grateful for our clients, and remember, water features are fun anywhere. All right, we'll talk soon. Hey, so here's a pond that we built a few years ago. I did it with Jeff and myself, and we did it with our ball carts. Luckily, we had a pile of stone to work off of, and we were able to build this in 3 days. Justin was busy working on the humongous 17,000 square foot patio driveway. If you haven't watched that video, we have a cool little 2-minute clip right up here. Follow that card. It'll take you to that video. It's a cool one. So this is gonna be a quick clean out for us. Not too quick. Take our time to make sure quality is done right.
Our client Tammy texted me asking if that was our yellow extension cord sitting in her yard.
Oh.
So we gotta stop at Home Depot.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Remember that cleaning? We did that pondless waterfall in our pondless waterfall cleaning video. Remember that one that we did? It was a huge pondless waterfall with 2 tiers. Go check that one out. So if you have a pondless waterfall and want to know how to clean it, those videos are going to be great. Thank you, everyone. Make sure if you're finding something you like on this, or if we were helpful in any way, give us a comment, give us a thumbs up, or even better, hit that subscribe button for us. We're just trying to tell the world how awesome water features are. We're going to get to cleaning this one, and we're going to put our heart and soul into making sure this is clean for our client, because that's what we do. We love our jobs. All right, everyone, thank you. Every pond is very similar. What we do is we drop in our pump, get the pond drained a little ways. We pull your fish out before we start pressure washing. And then we pressure wash everything. We flush your gravel. We get all the organics we can get out of it because that'll limit the algae growth. Then we leave it filling and we acclimate the fish where we can put them back in where they're safe. Leave your pond filling. And then all you have to do when you get home is plug it in. All right, so now it's time to put the fish back in. If you're having fish and you're doing a clean out like this, always a good idea to just bump your salt levels a small amount. What you're gonna wanna look for is you can go to a pet store or you can go to a local pond supplier. We recommend the Pond Company, and you're gonna ask them for their pure salt. and then you'll follow the directions and we'll be able to get that salt in there, and that just helps their slime coat so that they can help fight off any diseases. Their slime coat is a lot like our skin. It's their first layer of defense against any bacterial infection or any viral infections. So that's a good thing to do when you first put those fish back in there for the spring. Just bump up your salt levels a little bit, and that'll just make sure the fish stay nice and healthy. Otherwise, they're going to be ready to start eating soon. We'll get it, that waterfall is just ready to be plugged in. We leave the pump like that, and a lot of times we'll leave the ponds filling like this, and we'll just kind of turn down the pressure so that we're not in danger of overfilling everything. All right, we'll see you at the next stop. This is one of my favorite projects. We did the patio, we did the staircase, we did the pond, and it's awesome. He's got 3 pumps running, just an incredible waterfall. Can't wait to show this one off to the world. It's gonna get cooler and cooler. Can't wait to come back and plant it. So that's where we're heading next. Until then. All right, I don't know if you can see, but underneath the water, there's a lot of leaves, and the rocks are discolored. They're ready to get pressure washed. But since our client got it up and running early, we don't have all the string algae and the muck that we're gonna get if we didn't get it up and running. So if you're willing to be involved and get your pond up and running, that'll help us out a lot. It'll cut down on how bad this smells, and it'll cut down on how dirty it really gets too. But if you don't worry, that's why you call us, because it is a nasty job, and this is about to get into the not fun part. So we're gonna do that next. That's a pond, well cleaned. Now we start acclimating the fish that we caught. Aerator going to keep them healthy, oxygenated, top weighed down, full bag of leaves out. Hi, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Say hi, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Yes. All right, so we're acclimating the fish. What we do is we fill up the fish tote about halfway full of water, and then let it sit for about 20 minutes. Then once that's happened, we pour out half the water so it's easier to put the container down in there. And then we start floating them in the same temperature and add some more fresh water. So we do it a little bit more cautiously than some people. Some people will just grab them and throw them in, but we like to take our time and make sure it's done right to not stress the fish too much. So we'll show you when we're pouring them in. So as you see, Justin has it floating in a nice spot so we can tip it over nice and easily on your fish. So it's about making sure we take care of them, don't get them banging up against the rocks and stuff. So just let them find their way out. And a lot of times they get scared and they'll kind of try and go back in, so you'll pull the bottom out. And there you go. Don't worry about a couple of leaves that are in there. We're not trying to get everything out. We're trying to get as much out as we can. Bacteria will break down the rest, and the fish are gonna turn everything over, and everything's gonna work out great. We always use pond detoxifier whenever we're going to go into the city, even with well water. What that does is it nullifies any chlorine that's in the city water and makes it so the fish aren't gonna get poisoned. And then we like to use a dose of cold water beneficial bacteria by Aquascape. Both of these are Aquascape products, and you can find them online or give us a call and we'll help you get them out. So as you notice, I'm raking the pond. This is a soft tine rake. Make sure to use a soft tine rake. You are raking liner, so be very careful, okay? That's why we use the soft tine rake, and we do it pretty gently. It's just to get ourselves all that stuff in the pile so that we can get it out. So make sure to use gentle.
you want to tell them what happened?
Yeah, it's sad. It's a bummer. We don't like when this stuff happens. Unfortunately, they lost power. As I'm saying it, I'm looking at like the fish. They lost power over the winter, and that means the floating heater stopped working, and the aerator stopped working, and it froze over. And unfortunately, that means we lost all the fish. So this is one of those ones where, yeah, cleaning a pond is simple. It's really not easy. It's a bummer. It's a bummer every time I look at that spot. It's a bummer that we lost the fish. It's a nice thing we offer this service because I wouldn't want to be a homeowner having to do this right now. Look at these spots. Like, oh God. They're all slime, man. The poor fish. It's just nature. There's some right there. Oh God. Oh God. I can't look at anything right now. Oh God, I'm crying. This is where it's not fun to be a pond builder or cleaner. Look at that stuff, man.
It's not for the faint of heart, right?
All right, so we just got done pressure washing. Sorry about the earlier clip of pulling out the dead fish. That's never meant to offend anybody. And man, that was an involuntary reaction by me. I still am having a little rough time because when you were pressure washing, you caught a couple of little spots that you didn't get the fish all the way. So unfortunately, there were some dead fish. Luckily, they were only goldfish. So they were feeder goldfish put in here. Grew up, had a good life, better life than they were gonna have. It's gonna look really good this year. I love this setting. Look how big some of these boulders are too. They're easily 3-footers, you know, so it turned out fantastic. I really like the boulder work we did on this one. Awesome. Now, if you want to see how we built this one, make sure to go back to the episode here. That was where I impersonate the other thoughts and I go a little bit. So that's it. Update over.
Too much.
The pond is ready. It just needs to be plugged in. So everything is good. Awesome. Can't wait to come back and film this one. It's gonna look really cool sitting under this tree like this. So cool. All right, that's the end of the day for cleaning ponds. Hey, what's up everyone? We're here in Delano. It's an awesome area up in Minnesota. Beautiful home, a pond we built in 2017. Let's go have a look at what it looks like after sitting for the winter and see how many fish they have and things like that. Let's go take a look, all right? Let's go see. Whoa, did you see that? The frog just jumped in. It's looking great. We're just gonna do what we do. So you've been following it, right? It's the same as every pond. Justin, how do we do the ponds?
We drain it, we catch the fish, we pressure wash, acclimate the fish as we fill, clean all the filters, put back the plant, test the pumps, test the lights, test the autofill line, see if it works, check it out. Did I miss anything?
Enjoy. Plug it in and enjoy when it's filled.
Fill it, get the leaves out, give any frogs a temporary home somewhere and then put them back in. You ready to throw your hose?
update time. All right, so we're draining the pond, and what we're gonna do is get it down to that first tier. And what that does is it helps us catch the fish, because the less room for them to swim around and bump into things, the easier it is to catch them, which means the less you have to chase them, which ends up making it less stressful on them. So we like to drain it a good amount of ways and then start pulling the fish out. When we catch the fish, we do it rather slowly, and we come up from underneath the fish as much as we can with the net, and then come up and catch them that way. So it's nice and soft, smooth approach. This is gonna look really good. We're gonna pressure wash it and get it looking clean, and really get it ready for the season. But this is looking really clean. So this is how we wanna see one of our Pond King water gardens when we get there. This is gonna look fantastic this year. You can already tell by all the foliage coming up, the framework of the new trees just really sets this as its own personal paradise. Get to sit on the bench out right over there and look at this waterfall while it's gone. Fantastic. All right, let's get to cleaning. Enough talking. So we're just finishing acclimating the fish. Pond came out really clean. The new flushing method really helped out. All right, so I like to drain this out so it's a lot easier to catch or to move. And then just kind of do it very carefully. See how that'll swim towards the deep spot. And then we'll move it over to Justin, make sure there's no little guys that got out. And then Justin will float it like that. So that's gonna do it for the day. Everything is cleaned, and it was a great day. Did you know that our projects are expandable? All of our pond packages are made so that we can expand on them. Make sure to tune in next week where we're expanding project number 21 from 2019. Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens, living works of art, 1 yard at a time.